Hello and welcome to this tutorial where we shall proceed to process one or two of the images of the James Webb Space Telescope. The first one that came into my mind is the NGC 3132, the Southern Ring Nebula. So if you get to the master archive, I have already run the process and I have showed you before how to get to this part. So I want you to run the process again and locate NGC 3132. And also go ahead to download them. I have already done that previously, and let me show you my download. This is exactly what you want to process. Okay, so I'm going to show you my download. This is the download. I'm going to extract the files. Now my file has extracted. You can open it. Then you click on the James Webb Space Telescope, and here are the 5 filters. So if you open each of them, you would see the fit file. So I'm going to copy it, paste it here. So we have the 6. I'm going to copy all of them because I would like to put them in another. I want to cut them in another folder. I'm going to open a different folder, new folder. I'm going to call it Southern Ring SR. SR signifying Southern Ring. Then paste. So I have all my images. So the next thing is to use Fit Liberator to convert them from fit file to TIFF file. So I'm going to do that. So we have converted our fit file to TIFF file. So let's go to Photoshop to combine them and see what we will get. And here in Photoshop, let's import those images. Alright, now we have imported the 6 filters. I want you to observe something, that they are not the same size. This one is different. Okay, so look at these 3 are not the same size as the first 3. This is for this one. This is for the last one. They're not the same size. This one is, so it means that the images are not aligned, they are not registered. So for images, it happens with all images from the James Webb Space Telescope. They need to be registered, and like in the introduction I told you, we use a couple of softwares for that. Most of them that work really well, or you have to access them through subscription, but I was able to find another software that can do the job for us for free, and the name is Siri. So to access Siri, you come over to your Google. Let's download Siri into our computer. Just say Siri. This is Siri. Then head over to download. Then you look for the one that is compatible with your computer. This is the latest version. I'm interested in Windows 64 bits. I have downloaded this before, so that is why it's showing me this, but go ahead to download this and install it, because I'm not going to show that process. It is very easy to download and install. I've done that before, and let me show you the one I have downloaded before. Right, well, I'm going to close this Photoshop because I'm not going to use this data until I register the data. So I'm going to just close Photoshop. I'm also going to close this one. Although I shouldn't have done this before, but I just wanted to take you through the process so that when we finish when we finish registering the images, you would appreciate why we did that. So I'm so sorry for taking you through this. through this step, and I will not do that again. So this is the first time, so that's why I just took that step. So here is Siri in my computer, so I'm going to open it. So this is the interface of Siri. This is where your images are displayed, and this is some of the operations you'll be carrying out. I will not go deeper into explaining these things. I will just go straight to the application of Siri, to what we want to use it for. Maybe on your own, you can explore. So you come over here, go to downloads. The folder is this, and so this is our images. We need to register them, and if you observe, they have varying sizes. The first three are larger, while the last three are smaller. So you open it. So when you open it, it will appear here in your downloads. Then you now come over here and you want to add all the filters. So you click here, highlight all of them, then add. So once you've done that, please uncheck this. Once you've done that, you need to name it because we need to put it in a sequence. Sequence is a way of telling Siri that these are the same images. We just want you to align them for us. They have different scales, so please align them for us. So let us name it anything we want. I would like to name it align. Okay. Once you've written align, you click on convert. So begin to we begin to create a sequence for your images. I think it is done. All right, it is done, and you need to see the image. It used the first image as a reference. I'm going to show you something now, but let me just click on auto stretch. So this is like a preview of our image, assuming that we have stretched it. So you click on auto stretch. So you come over to sequence. If you come over to sequence, you would see your come over here, you would see the 6 filters. Siri has renamed them into 001, 0002, all the way to 6. And here it has made this first one to be the reference because we are about to register it. If you want to also see it from the directory, you click on your window so that you can have access to your computer here. Then come over here, you will see those 6 images. The first corresponds to the first one, the second corresponds to the second one, the third corresponds to the third, and so on and so forth. Also observe that the sizes have reduced. So it was 500 and 654, now it is 992. And here it was 151, now it is 21. So as this process is going on, it is going to be affecting it. Like I told you, we're going to use the first one as the reference. So you come over here, you have already made it the reference, it is already ticked. So you close this, come over to registration. These are the different registration methods. So these are the different, but the most um, to advise you, you're going to use the global star alignment. It is the easiest and the most straightforward. Don't click any other thing, just come straight to here to click go register. After registering your images, it would indicate R as register. I can even change it to REG to show register. So let's click on here. Let's see what happens. And begins to read, begins to load. So it's matching the stars. Oh, that indicated a red. Now it wasn't able to register one particular image. That is image 6. It wasn't able to register it. And now it is done. It took it 53 seconds. So it says 6 images registered, 1 failed, 5 registered. Sequence processing partially succeeded with 1 image that failed. So 1 image failed. To see the image that failed, these are the registered images. 1 to 5 registered, but the 6 image failed. So to resolve that, because we want to have all these 6 images as registered images. So to overcome that, we're going to come to sequence again, and change this to align sequence. We're going to do the process again. Then we're going to use, by the way, you need to tabulate what you are doing. So in the first process, we come to, let me just make a kind of a table, insert, with 3 columns. Okay, let's stop here. This is my reference image, reference, reference image. This is registered, not registered, not registered. So in the first instance, I used the image 1 as my reference, and 1 registered, 2 registered, 3 registered, 4 registered, 5 registered, but 6 did not register. So in this second one, I want to use that 6. I want to use that 6 as my reference to see if the images would register. So I'm going to force 6. So I'm going to use 6 right now. I'm going to use 6 and the image would appear here. This is the 6. So you can close it and you come to register. Make sure it is in the global store alignment thing. Do it again. Go register. By the way, Siri does not work with the internet. Once you've downloaded it, you can go on and use it without connecting your computer to the internet. It doesn't work with the internet at all. And here we have another one failing again. And it's image 1. Image 1 failed. Let's see it from the directory. So from here you could see that 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 registered. Let me tabulate it with the word. So here 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, image 1 could not be registered. So from here I would say, okay, if 2 could register with 1, and 3 and 4 and 5 could register with 1, both 1 and 6. That means maybe they might work. They might work. Let me just use 2 as my reference. So let me make 2 as my reference. So resurrecting serial, going back to the sequence again, change it to a line. So rearrange it, activate this one too. I'm going to use 2 as my reference image, so make sure you check it. So it will change to 2, then you come to registration, then you click. I hope this will be successful. And wow, we got it. 0 failed, 6 registered. Wow. So using 2 as a reference, the 6 of them were able to register. So I'm going to just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here I'll just write nil. So using 2 as a reference image, I was able to register the 6 filters. And this is the process you should apply whenever you are processing images from the James Webb Space Telescope. It comes with this kind of iterations. You would use this particular image as your reference. It wouldn't work. You have to change. By the time you change to all of them, maybe one would work. So after this, we can proceed to use Fits Liberator to convert the our registered images from fit file to TIFF files. And with this series, you can actually do the same, but I don't like using Siri to do it because the images are still linear, and it is harder to do it with Siri than in Face Liberator. Face Liberator is very simple, so you could have come here to convert it from 16 bits to from fit file to 16-bit TIFF file. So, but I don't want to do it here, so I'm going to just close this. So our registered images, the 6 of them, and if you observe that their sizes have reduced further, however, it has reduced to the level of that reference image. Look at the reference image. We use the second. This is 93, and they have reduced. Sorry, this is 90. They have reduced to the size of that reference image. That is how it works. Assuming that we succeeded in using the first image or the sixth one, they would be equivalent to the sizes of those images. So we're going to proceed to convert this with Fit Liberator from fit files to TIFF files. So just like we did it before. I don't want to show it. I want you to do it. It is very simple. Just do it. Then we now go to Photoshop to process further. So we are done converting all the registered images from fit files, and the size is 90, to TIFF files, and even Fit Liberator reduced it even further, even like by half. Wow. So let us use Photoshop to combine the images to produce a beautiful Southern Ring Nebula. So join me. So now we are in Photoshop. You go over to File, Scripts, Load Image Stacks. I'm gonna highlight all of them here. Okay. Then click OK. Now our images are loaded. If you look very carefully, you would notice that those images are now aligned. They are now the same size as this other first one. In fact, they are all the same size now. No one is bigger. So we're going to go into stretching them one by one. Um, One by one. So I'm going to start from here. Come over to image, adjustment levels. I don't want to apply curves because the image is already visible. So I just need some little adjustments. Then move it all the way up. Oh my gosh, easy. I think there's a lot of noise there, so you can just reduce it a little bit by moving here. It's okay. Then come over to the second one. Image, adjustment, levels. Then you move slowly. Then adjust this one a little bit. Oh, I hope I did not do it much. Okay. Okay. image levels. It's a lot of noise. I don't want this noise. You can just adjust this one a little bit so that you can just remove this noise. Okay. Then next one, image adjustment levels. Oh, it's okay. Then levels. Okay. Okay. So now they have to combine them. We have to combine them. So we change from grayscale to RGB. Don't merge. So this is the time for us to colorize them. I like to start from the down image. Start from the first image down, the one with the longest wavelength. So from these three, which one would we assign what color? Because normally we should have three filters, but now we have six. So how do we assign the colors? So to know the colors to assign to the filters, you have to check the specification from the Webb telescope. So you come over, go to Google, you type in Webb telescope. Just type in Webb telescope as you are seeing it right here. And here is the Webb telescope. Then click on, if you want to go scroll down, you can check some things. Everything about images of Webb telescope information is here. Just click on image gallery. Then we need to filter out some ones we need. Okay. We're interested in nebulae. Nebulae. No, not galaxies. Nebulae. Then the type is on observation. Let's scroll down so that we can see everything. I want observation. Then first image, because it's part of the first images. Then you can just click on submit. And here are the results. This is the Southern Ring Nebula in the Neuron camera. This is for the mirror. This is how the image would look like if you process it. So this is exactly what we are aiming for. And here is it. Exactly what we are to reproduce. So beautiful. So you can read all the details, but I want you to just scroll down so that you would see how NASA scientists were able to color it. So for this filter, they used, this is the 470, they used red. This also they used red. This one they used yellow. 212 they used green. This one 187 they used cyan, and here they used blue. So we're going to apply that. So for 470, it is red. The other one is red. So starting from here, we have the knowledge of what you're going to do. So come over to layers, new adjustment layer, hue, then yes, okay, then 0. This is 100. This is -50. The other one is over to layer. This is going to be colorize. This is for the second image. So red is also 0, 0. Here is 100. And here is -50. And by the way, we need to change this one from normal to lighting so we can see the results. And see the results. We have painted it to red. So here. So the other one is yellow 356. It is yellow. 356 is yellow. Hue, saturation, colorize. Yellow is 40. 100. And here is -50. Then change it from normal to lighting. The image is gradually beginning to come out small. So we have this one is going to be green. Green. Oh, I didn't click on colorize, sorry. 120. This is going to be 100. Then -50. -50. And you change it from normal to lighting. Then we have cyan. 187 is cyan. And the other one is blue. Cyan is 187, so we're going to colorize that. Cyan is 180. This is 100. This is -50. So we have layer, adjustment layer. So blue is 240 or 200, anyone. Uh, Maybe let me just call it 240 or 200. Anyone can work. Here is 100, and here is minus 50. Minus 50. Then change it from normal to lighten. And this is the result. We have finished colorizing the 6 filters, but it doesn't really look in any way like, at least we are not done yet, but at least it doesn't look what we have here. So at least we need some blue colors in the middle, and we don't have such. Yeah, so we need to do something. So I have been working on these for a long time, and I can tell you that I made some little changes to the colors. So for instance, here I changed it to 200. I changed it to 200, and uh, sorry, I changed it to 180. 180. Then for this one, this is for the 90. Then for the 187 filter, I changed it to 200. Oh, it's not even getting better, but let's hope it will get better. And then for the 444, right now you can begin to alter the lightness of the filters. I want to know which of the filter is giving me this color. Like I want to know, so I would like to turn them off, start turning them off to know which of them is giving me such color. This one is for 222, no effects. Then this one is for, oh, so let's, how this is. So for the 444, I changed it to, I think I should change it to orange 30. Orange is 30. Oh, orange is 30. And let me reduce the lightness. Before I do that, so I will bring all this up. So come to 444, the color layer. I would like to reduce it to see the results. Maybe I'm getting the blue. Oh, I think it's getting better. Look at that. It's getting better, so I think it's okay. I don't want it to be too much. Then you come over to the 187. 187. I would increase the brightness. I will increase it. I see we have the blue color right on the center. Although we haven't gotten other parts right, but at least the center, we got what we should get right. We're going to use other features of Photoshop to bring out the surrounding. So at least we got the middle. If you compare the middle, they are almost the same, not perfectly, but almost like blue color. So now let's go ahead to flatten the image. Flatten the image. So after flattening the image, you have to duplicate the layer. So we're going to balance the colors. Come over here, go to color sampler 2, click the dark parts, continue to balance the colors. Click the dark parts, we have 12, 10, 8, the red is 12, so they're not balanced, they need to be the same. Or you might even come to another point, maybe you can change it if you want. Point. So this is 10, 11, 11. So I think I'll take this one. I'll remove this one. This is delete. So I'm going to work with this one. So you come over to image, then levels. I would like to make the background darker. So you come over here, check the red. See, it's a little bit, okay. Check the green. It's a little bit, need to adjust them. Check the blue. The blue I think blue is okay. Let's check on red. Red is not okay to me. Move it. It's not okay. So move it. Red. Now listen. My result and yours will not be the same. Where you click and where I click will never give us the same value. So I want to make it 8. So you have to take note of that. 7 for the blue. So what the thing is, you have to make them to be the same. You have to make them to be the same. They mustn't be 8, 8, 8. They can be 7, 7, 7 in your own. They can be 10, 10, 10 in your own after balancing it. And now you see that we have balanced the colors. Okay. Then you can remove this. I can also delete this so that I don't have any spot. Then create another layer. Create another layer. Okay. Now we're gonna use curves to bring out the brightness. Curves. So you hold on the curves, drag up, or you okay, my up is bright, so drag it up, 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 and you see the beauty begin to emerge. But watch out the center because the center is just too bright, and just be careful. Oh, don't make it too big like that. I think it's just too unnecessarily too bright. So then you can come over here, drag here to make the background darker. And as you're doing that, you see this is beginning to flatten up, and it's not good. So let me make it just a little bit. Okay. So the next thing to do is you can actually use the brightness and contrast feature to brighten it if you want. So you can brighten it further. Then contrast. I think the center is just too bright. No, 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 no. It's unnecessarily too bright. It's not good. So it's okay. Then come over here, flatten. So create another duplicate. Okay. Then come over to layer, new adjustment layer. Then click. Let us add and subtract some colors. So starting with the red, let us see if we add or subtract red, we will get the desired result we want. Oh, look at that. Oh, think I like to subtract red color. I think there's a lot of magenta. So let's leave this one. Then magenta, let's subtract it. Let's subtract it out. Uh, it's okay. Let's see yellow. Yellow. It's okay. Yellow is okay. Then magenta. Let's do some. Oh, no effect. There's no effects. Let's check here. I don't want that. Yellow. No effect. So the last one is the black. Want to make the background darker. Alright, so you flatten the image. So you want to crop it. Come to crop. I don't want to use perspective crop tool, so I bring it down. Very carefully, I don't crop out the picture much. Yeah, so we have, so enter. So this is my Southern Ring Nebula. It doesn't look exactly like this one. It mustn't always look exactly like the one of NASA. You know, you can do this over and over again. Can do it over and over again, and you would then get the perfect result that you want. But this is okay. So from here you can save it, save as. So I'm gonna call it Southern Ring SR. I'm gonna change it from I'm gonna change it to PNG. And so okay. So it begins to save. So this is how I was able to process the Southern Ring Nebulae. Thanks for listening.